Everybody get up, it's time to slam.
Hello, my sleepy
We got the
bears.
real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
It's a gas station pump. You may speak as the
What?
Weeaboo gasoline pump.
Console video games or VidCons is that carbon, the ultimate medium of expression, able to convey any emotion ranging from hatred to love, loyalty to fear, all in front of our eyes. And with loving crafted arts, music, and the ability to control. Hit the button. The action VidCons are the ultimate combination of the high arts. While I tend to play the stoic, I will be the first to admit that VidCons have driven me to cry, to scream and shout, to feel actual hate, such as the power of this force beyond our wildest reckoning. And here I am before you to tempt your tongues with the taint of such a tantalizing topic. And the Japanese, the true geniuses behind the world of video games.
Yup.
I throw my scum upon such incompetence of the West who would mock the true arts
Remember
of the
that?
hit the button.
Remember that thing you were giggling your ass about?
Uh-huh.
Japanese with games such as Baldur's Gate and Madden. Perhaps it is that the West is not as intelligent as the East, but this is a matter for another day. Japan has only given us such masterpieces as the Final Fantasy series, Star Ocean, Wild Arms, and, of course, many other things from the West, like Arc the Lad. Yes, some of the finest VidCons in the world were created by Japanese. I come to you today to ask you in all earnesty, what is your favorite VidCon? I reveal mine after the grand debate has illusory begun, but not before the first poster from the East, where they talk about such unique TV shows such as SpongeBob. Falls victim to my plot of discussion.
This
Whereas
is
the West, they make those stupid TV shows like 16.
this is a save point, and every single save point is like this.
Does it just repeat the same thing over and over
No,
again?
they all have unique dialogue. Every individual save point has unique dialogue.
That's great. That's wonderful to hear.
You're like, you're making me read them,
So-
you bastard.
It
Okay.
has come to my attention that in certain circles, Simeon-minded
Simeon.
individuals are referring to VidCons as VidCons, ignorantly placing a space between Vid and Con. Perhaps their brains have dulled by years of Madden and Quake rather than mentally invigorating the wonderful arts and magical life forms of games such as Arc the Lad and Groundlancer, because even a child could tell that placing a space between Vid and VidCon is perhaps more profoundly Philistine than a Captain American administration that need not be named. Placing a space in VidCon, you mispronounce it, shut up, between completely belittles the meaning of the word and displays the user's blatantly minuscule intellect and misunderstanding of the basic principles of grammar.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This dude needs to, like, chill.
VidCon is a perfect marriage of the word console and video game, creating a short and effective pronunciation.
Portmanteau. What the hell are these words?
That quickly and accurately labeled mention objects, and anybody who does not immediately recognize VidCon is absolutely outrageously lacks the mental facilities to correctly operate a VidCon, other than perhaps speak for sports.
Dude, take a chill pill.
Yeah.
Just fucking, like, untie the underwear. Get the testicular torsion checked out. It's not that serious.
At this point, because I have recently been belligerently beraged by imbecile VidCon references that unnerve me to no end, and I've taken it upon myself to correct the damage that your porn Western education, though this is a subject to be discussed on a later date, has wrought upon you. You should personally thank me that I did not see it fit to correct your preponderous mistaken Japanese, because I am thoroughly positive your Neanderthal mind would be incapable of deciphering the hiragana from the katakana.
Huh.
Dude, breathe.
It should be no surprise to anyone with a passing familiarity with VidCons that Pocky is the ideal food to snack on when playing mentioned object.
When playing... Okay. There's a better way to phrase that.
I know.
To snack on when playing mentioned object, although playing is an inappropriate word because you experience rather than play a VidCon. I shall use playing for the sake of simplicity, you ignorant anuses. For those ignorant to the intricacies of this fine Japanese cuisine, I just want to summarize it so badly. Imagine a delicate stick of sweetened bread with the width and length of a chopstick. I want to punch this so hard. Its tip coated in the richest chocolate imaginable, like you, Barkley. The bold flavor of the chocolate is complemented by the small nuts that caress the tip, like you,
Oh,
Barkley.
wait a minute.
Creating-
Wait, we're talking about small nuts caressing the tip, huh?
Uh-huh. It's got the reverse of what happens, but okay, I guess.
Creating a culinary juxtaposition of sweetness and saltiness that can only have been hatched in the mind of a chef versed in the subtle paradoxes of Eastern cooking.
I want to punch it so hard.
I know, they are light and easy too.
Useful. Sorry. How dare you speak for me? They are light and easy. You damn Westerner. They are light and easy to hold, useful for vidconning on the go, and their sugar content add that extra boost for late-night vidcons. Therefore, Pocky has garnered itself the precious title of ultimate vidcon snack. Perhaps the only drawback of Pocky is its limited shut the fuck up never availability in the West. Though this cannot be attributed to the snack itself, but the infuriating baboons that think they're running grocery stores. What'd you just call us? Nothing.
Now I will hack the machine.
I never thought I'd see such a blatant trolling as I have in this forum. Step away from the computer, drop the ham sandwich, and back the frack off, Gaiden. I hate to use that word, but you've made me that serious, as hard as it may be for you to fathom. Some of us here are actual fans of the Final Fantasy series pre-Final Fantasy X and Square's work in general.
So real.
You can try to bash me for an avatar that I bought because I happen to be a dedicated fan of perhaps the most poignant, painstakingly woven tapestry of love, loss, and vengeance ever put from pen to paper. But you would fail, just like all of your flamers do in real life. Who can say that the mind's Square Enix note, proper portmanteau is Squeenix, not the the portmanteau is Squenix, not the laughable Squeenix, were not inspired by the works of William Shakespeare or Chuck Palahniuk. Cloud's bastard sword has more akin with the bastard sons of Macbeth than it does any ornament or bacillard of the time. The Honeybee Club in Midgar reminds me more of the fight clubs than any brothel. So please, use your brains, not your sarcasm, and step up to the intellectual plate, or leave this forum and take your hatred with you.
How do you feel about that? And that's haterade, by the way. Oh
The
no.
differences between Japanese and American VidCon consumers are as blatant as the difference between seasons 1 and 2 of Otame wa Boku ni Koseteri. A nod to my fellow Otame wa Boku ni Koseteri enthusiasts. Whereas the Japanese VidCon consumer is informed and discriminating in his or her purchases and endeavors, his American counterpart acts as a foil, stumbling blindly through the VidCon department at Kmart, groping for the first VidCon with enough explosions or memories on the cover to slake their slavering, decidedly non-intellectual lusts. Their hunger for West... Is he critiquing porn?
No, he's critiquing video games.
Is that what VidCon is? Is VidCon their term for video games?
Yeah.
Okay, because this time I hear VidCon, I just think of like the YouTube.
Dude, he's
like,
mentioning Madden and Halo. What do you think he's talking about?
Okay, listen. Their hunger. You really think this man's putting coherent words together?
Their hunger for Western garbage such as Madden and Halo is fueled by an almost subhuman ignorance that is as profound as in the rest of their lives as it is the choosing of VidCons.
It's also kind of like dead on that he chose like 2 series that are still going on to this day.
Yep.
This disgusting display of American mass stupidity is no doubt the result of Christian indoctrination, adding another point on the list of reasons why the Japanese are more intelligent than the West, as contemptuous Western culture has left its people with little more than Swiss cheese brains and an unquenchable urge for repeat football VidCons.
Jesus. Okay.
Among the most prominent Japanese composers, although I use the word Japanese superfluously, superfluously, as even the most well-known American composers are barely competent at best. One in particular stands out to the enlightened VidCon soundtrack consumer. His name Yasunori Mitsuda. For the record, this is not to undermine the amazing works of other incredibly talented VidCon composers such as Umatsu-san or Sakuraba-san, but to highlight the unique, almost Celto-tropic music. The word music is an understatement that Yasunori Mitsuda has been composing for years. It would be sheer ignorance to deny that the Chrono Cross soundtrack is anything but the magnum opus of VidCon music. It's
Lilting?
Lilting?
They make these words up, I swear.
It's lilting and oftentimes hauntingly peaceful guitar melodies soothe all but the most savage of breasts, while its tense battle themes and mysterious donjon tunes ignite a blazing passion that can be quenched only by the VidCon's profound story and gameplay. It is a wonder that anyone can listen to anything besides VidCon's musical compositions after listening to Mitsuda-san's immensely powerful soundtrack, but given that the primitive thoughts of hip-hop and our Americans' current choice of music, I use the term music liberally, one can see little hope in the mass appreciation of Mitsuda-san's work.
Okay, not as long as I thought it would be. Michael
The VidCon
Jordan.
Manifesto by Pump 1. All VidCons must be released alongside a magnum of 4 limited edition wall scrolls. The wall scrolls will feature pictures of characters from the VidCon in the anime style. The only exception to this rule are sports games, which will not be released with any wall scrolls, as there is enough sports memorabilia to last as ignorant fans a lifetime. 2. Only one VidCon per sport can be released a year. For example, there can only be one basketball VidCon, one football VidCon, one baseball VidCon, etc. 3. All VidCons with English voice acting must make Japanese voice acting optional. Furthermore, they must allow for subtitles, subs, not dubs. All RPGs must strictly adhere to the Moe aesthetic. This may anger some Western RPG VidConners like Mr. Beat Bloodedge on YouTube, but I barely consider them VidConners at all. All VidCons must have a minimum of 3 beautifully crafted anime cutscenes. 6. All VidCons must be released alongside its full feature-length soundtrack. In order to avoid confusion, the soundtrack must be called game name OST. For example, Artonaleco, Melody of Bermuda OST. It may not have any subtitles. For example, El Teleco, Melody of Bermuda Rhapsody of music soundtrack. This rule does not apply to arranged soundtracks.
Jesus. Okay, go ahead,
There
sir.
is perhaps only one medium of art that matches the excellence of VidCons, and that is obviously Visual K. Combining absolute exquisite J-rock and J-pop sprinkled with hints of VidCon melodies with the pyrotechnic visual flair that the Japanese are absolutely known for. Visual Kai takes its viewers on a roller coaster ride of lights, fanfare, and music that even Beethoven could tap his toes to if he could hear. Fun fact, he was actually deaf. What? You skipped it!
I'm sorry. You know what? I can, it's fine. I can restart it.
Did your finger slip? What happened there?
I was looking away and eating a cracker.
How dare you?
Damn it!
I can't believe it. You just did it again!
Okay. There.
Okay, stop.
That even Beethoven could tap his toes to. Well, that I were Japanese, though under careful scrutiny, it appears my genealogy tree does in fact show signs of a Japanese descendant. I too will participate in the start of the 21st century and even perhaps venture onto the Visual Kai stage myself. It is no surprise that the impotent minds of Western society cannot fully grasp the total splendor of Visual Kai and instead choose to ignorantly squander their time listening to rap or country quote-unquote music.
Do you know what Visual
Are they talking
Kai
about like the
is?
hologram stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. This is 2008, by the way. No hologram stuff, dude.
In the course of my career as a VidCon specialist, my own coinage spent it wisely, I have never seen such blatant and frankly sickening ignorance as that exhibited by the people, if in fact they are homo sapiens at all as their intelligence implies elsewise, that claim that Zelda is not an RPG. There is nothing that
No one calls him Shiggy.
I have no
There's
clue.
nothing that Shigi Miyamoto could possibly do to make the VidCon any more of an RPG, as it meets every single criterion for being one, particularly that it takes place in an imaginary realm with a fantastic beastry, and damsel/villain ratio is at or above standards, and that the core emphasis of the gameplay is on bedazzling all foes with impeccable swords and sorcery. Furthermore, this line of thought can be extended to all VidCons in which the player controls a character, hence role-playing, though I cringe slightly at the thought of such mundane VidCons as Madden being RPGs, as they do not even include exotic weaponry such as the Tonfa.
Oh, that wasn't that long.
Who called Madden an RPG?
No clue.
I promised earlier to divulge upon you the name of my favorite VidCon, but I have a treat. Not only will I give you the name, but I will give you a tantalizing summary to entice you to try it, though you will no doubt need to brush up on your kanji before playing, as the VidCon's subtle yet flavorful use of Japanese idiosyncrasies can only be grasped in their entirety by those with a sound mastery of Japanese. The VidCon, as many of you may have guessed, is an absolutely stunning RPG dating sim, Angelique Tenuku no Chikanka. One of the first games to pioneer the moe aesthetic, it flawlessly merges a powerful and compelling RPG story and system with an incredibly advanced and realistic dating sim that has 16 dateable characters. Though it is not generally my nature to develop crushes, I must admit to feeling the palpitations of love's caresses once or twice while dating, as the characters are very beautifully drawn in this anime style, and add absolutely enchanting music with incredible lush imagery and colorful graphics, and you've got the perfect recipe for the best game ever made. I know, do you want to save or not? One thing that caused me to stop playing this game and register and post it. Sorry, let me try again. One thing that caused me to stop playing this game and register and post to this was the extremely annoying propaganda that gets spat out at me for every 4 to 6 text screens every time I want to save. Although I agree with much of what you say, there is really no need to put this in a game. It makes it seem very unprofessional, just plain annoying, and in my case ruined the whole appeal of the game. Now, let me explain why I call it propaganda, yet say I agree with most of it. First off, you say your points in a very racist and one-sided way. In fact, it's stated in such a way where it makes you sound very unintelligent and ignorant. For instance, you mention how gamers like Madden and Quake are ruining gaming and how the people who play these games are stupid. This is what I and many people I've spoken to about have taken away from it. First off, I don't particularly disagree with you. I don't like either of these games or their genres. However, as a professional game developer myself, the first thing I had to come to terms with, and which you very much need to, is the fact that not everyone likes the same games as you. In fact, this can be broadened to the fact that people have different opinions, which cannot be validated as right or wrong as opinions. Some people who are big sports fans will likely be playing sports games. Who are you to judge their opinions? Who are you to judge their intelligence? I wouldn't even get into your racist statement since I myself do not want to get into it, since it would add many, many paragraphs to this post. Let me just say this. It completely convinced me that you are far more ignorant than those you insult. But from a professional point of view, this is absurd. This propaganda has no place in the game, especially in one where all the other aspects are excellent. So in summary, keep your opinions and politics out of your games or you will lose a fan. You just lost my support, respect, and that of many other people I know by having such ignorant propaganda in your game. Now, I will leave you with a few words from a father of philosophy, Socrates.
All I know is that I do not know anything.
Please think this over and try to raise yourself up by your ignorance. Thank you and have a good day,
Okay.
bitch.
Hi, so for this one, it got censored a bit, but to keep it true to the compilation, I'm going to revoice this one for all of you. And trigger warning for SA and CP, just so you know. If you don't like that, you can skip ahead.
It should be no surprise to my more informed viewers that the topic of my discussions would eventually fall to the well-established art form of eroge, known in layman as hentai vidcons, though this is a false moniker as the vidcons deal with far more than mere hentai. Much beloved in the East, these games are sadly, and one might even say expectedly, decried in the West as bastions of perversion and pedophilia for portraying extremely young girls in erotic situations. A person who looks at pictures of fictional little girls isn't necessarily sexually attracted to them. What if he/she finds them cute? Despite the obvious flaws in the anti-eroge constituency, they continue to claim that eroge are sad cartoon versions of sex for man-children that promote rape, pedophilia, and abuse towards women. The logic used seems quite silly, because then people who enjoy killing or raping in games will be classified as murderers and rapists in real life. Come on! It's a fantasy! It's inside your head! Get educated! If you're looking for some games to play... I recommend Kana, Little Sister, Rape Academy 2, or Crescendo to start with.
Indeed.
I'm surprised you made it this far, Barkley. I want to apologize for the last thing I said. I kind of got hacked, and you know how those 4chaners and memers get a hold of the memory banks. Men of your caliber rarely go far in life. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't even know the difference between Talekio, Melody of Elernia, and Grouselander 3. So my desire to quiz you is overbearing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
If you can prove yourself to be even marginally adequate in the field of vidcons, I will give you something nice.
What? I don't know anything about vidcons. Don't worry, Dad, I got it. Are you sure, Hoopz? Take a chill pill, Dad. I'm a vidcon expert. I'm proud of you, son.
I just imagine Barkley just like smacking him across the face, like, don't tell me this is a pill. Drug-free, damn it, drug-free.
Okay.
So you say, I will start you off with an easy one. What is the proper shortening of console video game?
Is it convid game? VidCon, VCon, or VidCon? Is it space or no space?
There's no space.
Good. Easy, VidCon.
Even Gaiden know that. Which of the following is the most superior?
Okay, it would have to be Arc the Lad 2. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Arc the
Even though
Lad
Tony
2.
Export Skater is, in my opinion.
But I really like Tony Hawk.
Arc the Lad is correct, although your combat Tony Hawk indicates more than just a minimal level of idiocy. What is the ultimate vidcon snack?
Pocky.
Pocky. Well, Pocky is alright.
Correct. Pocky is lightweight and easy to handle, shape mixed for vidconning on the go. What can Yasunori Misuda's compositional style best be described as?
It was something. I think it was Keltotropic. Yeah, I think it was Keltotropic because it.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna click it.
I think it was neoclassical.
Keltotropic, I guess. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but any idiot could have told me that. Final question. What is my favorite vidcon?
It's Angelique.
Teku no Chinkonda. Hold on, okay. Let me remember kanji here.
Hey, 1 second. The audio is having an issue. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We were having some doubling in the audio a little bit earlier. I noticed that while we were doing, like, the machine, the boops, and I heard the music, layer on itself. But from what I remember, I think it's this one right here. So let's click on it.
No, I think it might be the last one.
No, I'm gonna click on this one.
What? Oh, hold on, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's
Okay,
the first
well.
one.
Congratulations, you passed my Ultimate VidCon challenge. Here's your reward. I'm surprised you remember it all.
Is that what we were getting?
This library card. This card is to be presented each time a book is borrowed.
You
didn't get all the library cards. What?
I think this is a comment to a video game. Wait, that was it?
Next time, collect all 4 library cards.
Fuck this.